Okay, so here we talk about on this in this video we're talking about how to add a new student. But before you add a new student, first you have to start you have to start an academic year. So there should be an academic year running. So if you don't have one running, you start one. The form to do that is this. Then you provide the name of the academic year and you record, and that will start an academic year for you. After that, you can use this one, start new term. That is, if you're not already in a term, if you have not started one already, to start a new term within the academic year. Okay, so a term here is just what we use for the normal terms we have at the primary level of school, or what elsewhere is called semesters. It could be a semester, it could be whatever whatever name you use for the divisions within the academic year. So you are in one class, you have to go like there are sections you do the first few months, you go on a break, then you do the next one. That's what we are referring to as a term here. So I have that form up already. So you have something like this. So the start date of the term and the end date, then you select the term you're starting. So here I'm starting the very first term of the academic year. Okay, so we have this started. So now we can add a student. Okay, so we don't have to do, we needed to have done all those things before we come to the student form. So that's why I went through that process. So just going to provide students form information here. Let's say other names or name. Um, okay, so let's go with Vincent. Then let's do this. Let's do 20th 09 2015. Then let's say they are staying in a place called Adenta. I'm from Koforidia. Uh, Telephone number. I'm just going to put a random number there. Okay, just type in anything. Uh, that could be the mobile number, or it could be different from the mobile number. So email address of the parent, one parent or both parents. Okay, so usually one email address is fine. That's where we send all concerns to. Then the names of parents, let's say Sarah and Kuma. Then and let's say Evans and Kuma. Okay, so let's say this person is in grade 3. There's a boarding. There's the academic year, the current academic year. Okay, so their home address, let's say New Street 112, uh, New Road. Let's go for it, yeah. Okay, so let's say they stay here instead. This is a hometown address. Let's say new site. Okay, so they are on the street, or you can provide a correct address. Previous schools, it can be empty. You can have uh, you can have one or more. If it's more, you can just put comments to separate. Add the next one, whatever. So here I'm going to go with one. Then the fees. This is how much they've paid. The parents paid to the school to start. That's what they took from the school took from the parent. And this, the second one, the total is what the school is charging, so this could be higher. It could be that they need to pay all this 3,000, but the parent had this amount to offer. Okay, so you go ahead and you say, let me say they don't owe anything. That's simpler to add this person. There you have it. So this student is added. The student had an ID ending with 1. The next student will have an ID ending with 2. Okay, so that's the process of adding a student. So this student is in our records now. We can find this student when you go to the student search here, and we say you can say student register, student detail, any of them. Let's go with student details. You see our students here. Every information we've entered, you can find it here, and we can search. We'll come back to this later. Okay, so that's how to add a student. What if you made a mistake whilst adding this student? We can correct that using the edit student form. So let me bring it up. Okay, so first we need the ID of the student. Okay, so here, because we could have a lot of students, let's go to a search form and copy this student's ID. Okay, so this is the student we are interested in. We copy the ID, then we come to edit, we paste this ID here, we look for a student, so the details are displayed for us. Okay, now we can go ahead and make the changes we want. Okay, okay, I didn't change the grade. Okay, so for this student, we can now maybe say can add enter to this and edit. Okay, so we can change any information on this form, right? So that's basically how to edit a student. So in this video we looked at how to add a new student. First, we established that before you add a student, there should be an academic year started. You should be in an academic year, and you should have at least a term started. So you should be in a term within an academic year. Okay, okay, thank you.